What does it mean to you that Canadian Solar celebrates International Women's Day?
Every organization has the mission to empower every person to achieve more, and that includes supporting gender parity.
There is a very big gender gap in the business world. I'm proud to be working for a company which is doing its part to close the gap.
I appreciate that I'm working in a company that celebrates the International Women's Day worldwide. It's a good initiative to remind us that we still have to work for equality.
Showing appreciation and respect toward female colleagues is unfortunately still not a given for every community or even country. Celebrating this day is a global reminder that a voice, an opinion, an attitude, a vote is not depending on the respective gender of individuals, but has the same worthiness everywhere. I appreciate working in a company that celebrates the International Women's Day.
Well, I think that equal rights in recent years have come a long way, especially here in Europe. And celebrating the International Women's Day, Canadian Solar marks a call for action to accelerating the gender parity that has suffered a regressive effect due to COVID-19 pandemic.
Working for a company as Canadian Solar, which is committed to celebrating the Women's Day worldwide, means for me that also work life plays a crucial role in the acceleration of gender parity. Thanks to this occasion, Canadian Solar records its values and pushes every employee to be an active part of the change.
At Canadian Solar EMEA, it means to me that I'm working for a company which takes its role in society seriously, not just when it comes to gender equality, but to equal opportunities in general.
For me, as an employee of Canadian Solar, it means that the company takes action and that they continue supporting gender equality.
It is important for me to see that Canadian Solar pays special attention to the gender equality. I really appreciate the dedication of Canadian Solar as an organization to ensure that women have the same opportunities than men in every aspect.
Well, for me, this event goes hand in hand with my beliefs in a non-hierarchical, gender and race-neutral world.
I think it's a very nice tradition that Canadian Solar celebrates the International Women's Day worldwide. As a woman, I enjoy it, and I think it's important to celebrate it to raise awareness about women's equality all over the world.
It means that Canadian Solar acknowledges that there has been and there is discrimination in our society, and we take the necessary steps to improve the situation.
I feel very proud to be part of a company that not only gives equal opportunities to all their employees, but also wants to show that to the rest of the world. I guess that is a very good example for future generations.
I do appreciate to be part of a company that takes actions to raise awareness about gender equality and joins the rest of the world in celebrating the women's achievements.
The celebration of International Women's Day is a recognition of progress in labor and social rights towards gender equality.
An International Women's Day event is still very important and helps to raise awareness for the still existing gender gap. I would say it puts all of us in a position that we can work every day, every week, and every month of the year to achieve and then also maintain gender equality.
I'm proud to work for a company like Canadian Solar, which is celebrating every single year the achievement of women. For me, this day is an excellent opportunity to reflect on all the great women who prepared the way for future generations and for myself.
By celebrating together the International Women's Day, we all together show our commitment to gender equality and tolerance within our working space. I think we're on a good way on that one. But please, let's keep in mind, this is by no way a self-runner. So every one of us, we have to fight together and stand up and choose to challenge, to fight against stereotypes and biases on a daily basis.
How does Canadian Solar make the difference for female employees?
By not making a difference.
I'm proud of Canadian Solar's role in empowering women through promoting equal access to careers opportunities in the solar industry. I find inspiring to see more and more amazing women inside our company making the difference every day. Thank you, Canadian Solar, for raising the awareness of the need for gender equity to achieve balance and advancing the quality of life for all of us.
Canadian Solar is creating an equal opportunity workplace where people of all genders, ages and cultural background can contribute to decision making.
Canadian Solar makes working very pleasant. There is an inclusive environment for everyone, and the team is very supportive from the first day on. And additionally, they offer a lot of flexibility.
Canadian Solar makes sure that regardless of gender, everyone is granted the same rights, privileges, and access to opportunities.
I think one of the most valuable things about working at Canadian Solar as a woman is how flexible we can work. Every personal and family situation is unique, and with a trustful and open employer that treats all employees equal, the sometimes struggling everyday life can be handled in a very good way.
Canadian Solar is trying hard to make a difference. We're offering flexible working times and contributing to childcare for our female employees.
From my view, the gender equality should be demonstrated with real facts. In Canadian Solar, what really makes the difference is that many of the important decisions are made by female employees.
Canadian Solar offers equal job opportunities and flexible working hours. This enables especially mothers and fathers to balance work and family without giving up their career. This makes really a difference and is not self-evident.
Well, especially EMEA GmbH is already a workplace for plenty nationalities and many women in leading positions. This very neutral climate is also reflected in the hiring behavior of the company.
I joined Canadian Solar 7 months after the birth of my baby twins, and not everybody gives you that opportunity these days.
I work in Madrid's office where 60% of employees are women in different positions of responsibility. Canadian Solar offers an environment focused on promoting equality through professional development, equal opportunities, flexibility and work-life balance.
Canadian Solar makes the difference without making difference, because this is a place where we are not discriminated with respect to gender, age, nationality and religion.
Working at Canadian Solar means you're part of an extremely diverse and international team. So it doesn't matter where you're from, how you look like, and least of all, what gender you are. You're treated with equal respect. So for us, I would say it almost comes natural that we have gender parity across the board, including management and team leading positions.
Canadian Solar makes the difference with gender parity advocacy as part of corporate responsibility, with women in all departments and in management positions, inspiring further women to achieve their potentials.
The most important one is that it shows that there are no glass ceilings and that a woman can reach any position in a modern technological company.
Well, with a share of close to 50% of female employees, we're probably one of the best places to work for women in the solar industry in Europe, given our high share of female colleagues. Because when you have many other women also around you, this also means that you can be really true to yourself at work, be authentic, you don't have to adjust to male working styles, and hence you can also live your full potential at work.
Women's Day is celebrated every day when you have the chance to balance your working time together with your family time. Also, when you see that you have all the opportunities open to develop your professional career, especially when you are working in a male-dominated industry. That's one of the reasons why it makes me very proud to be part of this team, where the presence of women is very strong.
Happy Women's Day to all our colleagues.
Happy International Women's Day!
Happy Women's Day to everyone.
Happy International Women's Day!